listening to the Scoop Slam Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Scoop Slam Podcast. We're here once again with a special holiday watch-along episode. We told you cards subject to change. We gave you two options last week. We picked none of those, and that is the fault of none other than my co-host, as always, the historian of the Scoop Slam Podcast, Ryan.
Yo, Micah, yeah, man, we can't seem to stick to the script, but it's all right. We're gonna watch some good wrestling today. I speak very highly of this match, and I really want you to see it, and I'm sure our listeners want to hear us talk about it.
As they typically do. And before we get too far into anything, we are watching AJ Styles versus John Cena at SummerSlam 2016. I'll let Ryan kind of set the stage for this one because this was a moment where my fandom had kind of checked out. But just so everybody's aware for the schedule for the next couple weeks, we will be back to our weekly reviews next week. And from then on, that's typically how it should go. Now, the week of Royal Rumble is going to be a little weird. We are both going to be in attendance, so we may do two episodes. We may do an episode that night live or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, hey, you know, big things happened last year, so we're trying to do even more this year. Bigger and better, then, now, and forever. And hopefully one of these days we can actually stick to a schedule.
Well, we're going to try.
Hey, you said it best. Card subject to change. But once again, just want to thank you guys. It is the new year now, 2024. It was a good week this week in wrestling to start us off. The Rock came back on Raw with his head of the table line to, you know, give us all something to think about the future of what WrestleMania might look like, or potentially Elimination Chamber,
or Royal Rumble.
Or, well, you know, I mean, hey, if Rock shows up, I'm not going to complain.
Oh, no.
Dynamite was pretty solid this week. Some good stuff coming out of the Adam Cole Devil situation. I'm not necessarily sold on it, but I think they can make it work.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Wardlow being a goon again.
Well, we'll touch on that next week. As far as some other stuff from Dynamite I thought was good, Takeshita versus Darby Allin was really solid.
Oof. Did you watch that?
I did. It was very good.
My God. Darby. Well, I thought he was about to leave. My man's going out guns a-blazing.
I wonder if he postponed it for Sting's retirement. Or maybe he's just able to do both since they only tape once a week.
I want to see these guys go again.
I do too. I'd love to see it, you know, in a little bit, give them a little bit more time, even though I did like, you know, that it was short because it was real, just boom, 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 boom. But these are two guys that AEW could build around for a long time, and I bet you they could have a really good pay-per-view match.
Yeah, and Takeshita, he's starting out 2024 really, really good. I hope they can continue to build on him because he kind of got lost in the shuffle after beating Kenny Omega. He didn't really do much after that, but the way they started out this year, new Dynamite that they had last Wednesday, I was hopeful, hoping they can still build on the young talent.
Yeah, I think it was definitely one of their best in a while, in my opinion. And SmackDown tonight saw the return of the, is it Authors or Agents of Pain?
Authors of Pain and Paul Ellering.
With Karrion Kross and Scarlett. So, you know, that gives them something to do. So, you know what, Micah? They've been under contract for apparently a year, and they haven't had anything for these guys to do with Authors of Pain. Holy crap. That's what it's like Carlito.
Oh, yeah, just like Carlito. I think he was on NXT last week, Carlito.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But, I mean, they had him on ice for like 6 months before they brought him in.
Well, would you rather them have an idea for the guy or just have them sit on ice or would you rather them have a bad idea for the guy as soon as they sign him, or wait for a great idea and have him on ice for 8-9 months?
Well, I guess you got a point there.
Yeah, got a lot
And
of not a lot of new signings apparently happening too.
yeah, the looming Mercedes destination. Apparently, Trinity is going to WWE.
Yeah,
Julia from the Japanese circuit is either going to AEW or WWE. Deonna Purrazzo, I meant to mention this. She signed with AEW Wednesday night. So
we got the NWA longest NWA women's champion of all time apparently signing to WWE, Camille.
which I think is a good pickup for them because I like Camille and I think she has been a bright spot in the dark web that is
Oh,
NWA.
oh, geez. Well, yeah, and it's another kind of like Hoss female for Bianca to wrestle, or Jade to wrestle, or Rhea Ripley to wrestle, or Raquel to wrestle. It's a bigger girl that they can actually, have a believable match with, not having, some of the girls they got now, Mike, are like 5'1", 130 pounds. And how are they going to have a believable match with somebody like a Rhea Ripley?
I mean, you bring up a good point. That's my main issue with Kairi Sane. I have not been impressed so far.
Oh, yeah.
But overall, a good week to start out. And so I am kind of excited to get back to it. It's the road to WrestleMania. And typically, wrestling kind of dips during the winter. So this is always a good time for us to cleanse our palate a little bit. So let's get moving on with that. Once again, AJ Styles versus John Cena at SummerSlam 2016. I'll let you kind of set this up for a little bit. If you want to go ahead and be setting your PCAC app, it is 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 30 seconds. Once again, it's SummerSlam 2016. I think it's like season 29 or whatever, because, they got it formatted weird. But I wasn't watching during this time, so if you want to go ahead and kind of explain what was going on, what led up to this, I'll let you do so now.
Yeah, this was during AJ Styles' very infamous rookie year in WWE. He did a lot that one. His first year in WWE, he had a match with Roman and a WWE title match with Roman like 3 or 4 months after he debuted. He had a WrestleMania match with Jericho coming off his debut. And of course, at the Royal Rumble in 2016, he made a surprising, a shocking debut after, tolling away on the independent scene, Micah, for like, 15, 20 years at that point, just coming off a New Japan run that all the internet fans adored. And later on in the summer, he had a little confrontation with John Cena during a Monday Night Raw. It was AJ was babyface at this point, and they finally got to share a ring, John Cena and AJ Styles, and the crowd just was electric for the first stare down between these guys. And they would not let them talk for like the first 5 minutes, just nonstop chanting of AJ Styles, let's go Cena, AJ Styles. And it was quite a scene. Because these were the two guys that you never thought would share a ring together. And they finally did. And I want to say on that same episode, AJ turned heel on Cena by aligning himself with his former Japan jabronis. I don't call them jabronis, but the club. Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, they finally
OC.
Yeah, the original club. They finally joined together and they started a feud with John Cena. And I want to say John Cena and AJ Styles' first match was at Money in the Bank in 2016, but it ended in nefarious ways because the OC got involved. And after that match, in which AJ Styles won, by the way, they announced that the club would be banned from ringside in a rematch at SummerSlam. So this was no outside interference. Two megastars at the tail end of their prime, and they steal the show with this match right here, Micah.
Great setup. Like you said, one of the biggest dream matches for a long time because John Cena was obviously the very white meat babyface in WWE, and AJ Styles, while he did go heel to babyface in TNA, he was the star of the show. I feel like everybody, even me watching it as a kid, I always felt like AJ was their big star. I mean, I know they had Kurt, but AJ was
the
their
ace.
guy.
He was the ace.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. So, actually seeing these two get in the ring, I remember when this happened. Now, I never watched it, but I remember being a former fan hearing that this was going to happen. So,
It's surreal.
that was a big deal.
It was surreal at the time because you never thought these guys would ever share a ring together.
Well, let's go ahead and get right into it. Once again, we are on SummerSlam 2016. It's season 29. If you go to the SummerSlam catalog, 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 30 seconds in. That's the best way I could think to phrase it.
I mean, it worked. It worked.
And I'll give us a countdown. So 3, 2, 1, let's go.
This is SummerSlam in Brooklyn too.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird. I always remember it being in LA.
They went 4 straight at LA, and then right after that, they went like 4 straight in Brooklyn.
New York is such a weird place to have SummerSlam to me.
Well, hold up now. That's the home of WWE, New York.
I mean, true, but it's got to be a coastal location, brother.
Well, I guess you got a point.
Except they had it in like Tennessee a couple years ago.
Well, beside the point. You see, they beating up John Cena.
Mm-hmm. OC don't do anything now.
They're under contract. You wouldn't know by watching the shows, but they're there.
Yeah.
This is AJ finally embracing the heel in WWE. He did a lot of good work as a heel in WWE. He hasn't been heel much.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like it now, because it's something different. I don't like the bob cut hair he has right here, though.
The soccer mom hair.
Yeah. It's kind of... You can tell he's in that weird in-between phase of trying to grow it out, and...
Yeah. Cena was towards the end of his full-time run here.
Yeah, he hung it up in, what, 2018?
As a full-time guy?
Yeah.
Before that. Way before
dang.
that. I think it might have been this match.
Huh.
Yeah, they sent him to Hollywood. Which, I mean, he did it the right way. Went out and put somebody over on his way out.
Yeah.
Especially a guy like AJ, that legitimized him in the eyes of the if you didn't know anything about AJ Styles, after this match, you were a believer.
Yeah.
Because Cena didn't lose a lot of feuds. And he put this guy over clean as a whistle.
And ultimately, and it's even proven true today, the WWE fans don't pay attention to outside WWE stuff, typically.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of wrestling, man. I mean, if you just watch WWE stuff, how many hours of wrestling is that? 7 hours?
Too much, trust me. We got to watch it all every week.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. I mean,
if you don't watch NXT.
Yeah, if you got a full-time job, 5 hours of your life a week, you got to dedicate to wrestling 52 weeks a year. There's no off days, Micah. There's no off weeks. There's no off season. This is all year.
And we don't even get paid for it. This is just love of the game.
Exactly. So, I mean, how could you keep up with your local indies or Joshi Pro? How could you keep up with all that?
You got a point.
It's crazy, though, because AJ wasn't a part of the company for... This was only month 8, and he did so much in those 8 months.
Yeah, it's pretty much cooled off for him since then, hasn't it?
He had a
Like it-
year-long WWE title run a little bit after this.
I know when I came back to it, he was still teaming with Omos, and I was kind of like,
Yeah, he was ice cold then.
I miss an actual stage. Like I'll even pass this. This isn't my favorite, but I'll take this any day of the week over what we have now.
You just hate the stage layout.
I do. Now, I'll say this at stadium shows, I'm fine with a small setup, get more people in there, that makes more sense. But like for a Money in the Bank or Payback or something, like this is a cool setup.
Yeah, it looks nice. Oh, you got
Who is
Greg
this
Hamilton.
guy?
Yeah, he didn't last long. It was during the early days of the brand split, Micah. They were just throwing stuff at the wall. You would see new
No.
guys, and then you would never see them again.
Hey,
Excuse me.
you know how it is. You got to throw the noodle at the wall to see if it's cooked.
Yeah. Speaking of commentators, did you see they changed the Raw and SmackDown commentary team again?
Yeah, don't remind me. SmackDown is about to be on mute.
Why? Why do they keep on insisting with this guy?
I don't know.
I'm
He's got
sure
naked pictures of Triple H.
he has to. I'm sure Kevin Patrick is a nice guy, but I just don't want to see him ever or hear him ever.
Exactly.
No disrespect.
Yeah, I'm not hating on the guy personally. I'm sure he's got a nice wife and kids that love him at home, but
We don't love him here.
yeah.
AJ
And
got
Corey is not that great if he's not with Michael Cole. Wow, Cena getting booed out of the building.
well, of course, it's Brooklyn, brother. People still hate Cena at this point.
I was gonna say, was this where the fans started to be kind of flipped? Oh, evidently not. They are loudly chanting against him.
Are they chanting the John Cena sucks thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was when that first started. Catch a little chant. I wish they kept doing it.
Oh yeah.
Cena's just loving the reaction.
He made it work either way. I was a prime Cena hater.
Oh, me too. But I don't think there was anybody better in a big match situation as far as a performer. Like maybe a handful of guys, but Cena. I mean, can you think of any matches that he missed on if it was a really, really big match?
Not really. I know all of his Punk matches are great.
Maybe this is just recency bias, but I mean, you can see Roman Reigns doesn't have great matches every time it's a big match, like the Jey Uso match, or
Yeah.
when Seth had that match with Finn Balor. I mean, it was okay. Or it's matches with Shinsuke; they were okay, but they weren't great. Cena hardly ever missed with his big matches.
Yeah. He would be boring on the like as much as people gave him flack for the 5 moves of doom because the weekly TV matches were just kind of when he wanted to turn it on he could, and at the end of the day Cena is a good wrestler. You just got sick of his gimmick.
Yeah.
Or you got sick of LOL Cena wins.
He did that a lot too. These guys are pretty much the same size. Why did it seem like Cena was a lot bigger when I seen him in like 2007 compared to AJ? Did AJ just bulk up that much?
I think he's definitely bigger here than he was in TNA. Plus he got a tan.
Oh yeah, that looks better.
Ask Eric Bischoff.
I was about to say, if he showed up pale, he probably wouldn't have won this match.
That's why you got screwed out of the title at Starrcade 97, brother.
Oh, listen to this crowd, man. Crazy.
You can't.
Atmosphere.
I'm about to say you can't beat the big match feel, dream match.
Yeah.
Green shirt guy in attendance as per usual.
You wear that shirt all the time? Jesus, look at it.
He's got to have at least a couple on rotation, or I know that thing's nasty.
You see the collar? It looks like he wears it all the time.
Oh, this is David Otunga on commentary.
Yeah, nasty work. He was bad.
I missed that whole thing. Now, I do like JBL. He's also on the call here. I'm cool with that.
Warrow's really good. This is the first time you hear Morrow.
Yeah, I think so, actually.
He does a lot of big boxing commentary now.
I can see that. He doesn't have a wrestling voice. I don't know how to explain that.
He was the commentator for the Mayweather and McGregor fight.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
nice collar and elbow tie up.
Got to start out slow, brother.
Yeah.
Work the crowd a little bit. Work the crowd. Oh, you're going to do something better than that. He ain't impressed.
See, and even though like AJ was kind of at the tail end of his career here, he was still just as good as anybody else. I say tail end of his career, I mean prime.
Yeah, he didn't miss this year. In 2016, he did not.
I need to watch SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live for that 7-8 month period was great. And then it all died at WrestleMania. But AJ was a part of that. He was a big part of that.
Let's see here. All right.
And you know, the brand split, it helped AJ with him winning the world championship because he probably wouldn't have got that shot with just one world champion.
See, that's why I do like it, especially right now. It's hard in the times where WWE is not star heavy, and then you get the Jack Swaggers that are world champions.
Oh,
but
God.
In an era that we are in 2024, and I don't know what it'll be called, but 10 years from now, we'll look back on this era as a good, time. It's good because they're very top heavy with stars, and we can have two guys champion.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a point. The Swagger days was dark, though.
Exactly. They didn't have any stars. And they weren't making any new stars because that was where Vince started to really, what's the word I'm looking for? Go downhill.
Just seemed like everybody that came up, like a new wrestler during that time, all looked the same.
Yeah.
Cena throws awful punches.
There's worse.
I guess, but he's supposed to be part of the old school.
How did he make the jorts work? That's this long.
Anybody else could get clowned, but since it's Cena, it works.
Hey man, it's like the mud hole stomps. It's so over, it just works. Oh, here we go.
Now on the apron. Oh, man. On the apron.
They say that's the hardest part of the ring.
Really? No, come on. Jeez. Even taking that.
Yeah.
Seems got to be, late 30s here?
Probably. I think he's mid 40s now, so yeah, probably.
And this was, 8 years ago?
Yeah. That'll make you feel old, don't it? 2016 was 8 years ago.
Yeah, I was graduating high school.
I was in 9th grade. All right. Quick reversal. Oh, my God.
You don't see many of those anymore.
Takeshita hit one on Darby this week that was really good because he went 30,000 feet in the air.
Sent him into orbit.
Good Lord.
Jeez. I miss the good old back body drop.
I'm sure it hurts to take one, but it's very effective.
Yeah, it looks good though when you see it. When I was a kid, I used to think it looked hokey because why can't you just stop and just kick the guy?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but
when he's bent over, when he's waiting on you, why can't you just stop and just kick him?
I think it's more egregious when they bend over to do it per se, but like some of them, like
Oh, man.
Takeshita, I want to say Darby was running at him and he more just like picked him up instead of like
Yeah.
waited for him to get. Does that make sense? It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I Cena hit that ugly ass drop kick earlier. Did you see that?
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, you know, I let it slide.
All right.
He would pull out the big moves, but that didn't mean they necessarily look good.
I don't know if you were watching when he started using that little springboard stunner, but he never hit it clean.
No, I think I missed that whole era.
Yeah.
Golly, this makes Cena look so malnourished nowadays.
Yeah, he's still jacked to the gills at this point.
Meanwhile, AJ's bigger now than he was here.
Oof. AJ throwing that little
Nice
little
combo.
combination there. Yeah. Huh.
Uh-oh. One,
Oh man. He done
two.
messed up now.
There's the third one.
Everybody goes to their feet.
Oh, they are giving it to him, son. It just boos.
Oh, Brooklyn
Oh.
crowd.
Oh, there's four.
Oh,
The final move.
oh, here we go.
Mm,
Oh,
nice
whoa.
reversal.
Pele. Oh, he's setting up. Styles Clash.
Uh-oh.
He can't hit it. He hit it.
Dang. That was early.
Can he turn him?
Good Lord. Cena's so swole he couldn't get him over. Like Cena has a problem wiping his butt, probably.
Yeah, Charles Robson on the call. I like Charles.
You know, Lil H.
He's still around.
Top Dollar's main op.
No, that's cold.
Yeah, but you know, Top Dollar had to hassle him for that robe.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about that. Deep cut.
Most wanted treasures, brother.
The Styles Clash looks like it's so like this little room
Oh my
for
god.
error out of nowhere. Not today, son. Get out of here.
Finisher spam. Nah, I'm just playing. They're not gonna keep doing it from here. They're gonna start doing some other moves and then they'll come back to it.
Yeah. It doesn't get egregious like a lot of modern matches.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of those type of matches. Though.
Oh yeah, you're right though. This is where it started.
Yeah, Cena's getting more frustrated. Like, what do I have to do to beat this guy? Which really sells AJ as a big threat.
Yeah. It is weird. You're right. I always thought AJ was smaller. Uh-oh. Holy crap.
Oh, was that the Argentina backbreaker?
Sure.
And then into sure. I don't know what that was, what kind of movie he hit at the end there, but it looked good.
Reverse F5? I don't know. Or what's that move Sammy does? Blue Thunder Bomb?
Oh yeah, the Blue Thunderbomb, yeah.
I'm just here. I'm giving Shivani commentary today. Wow,
Oh,
guys,
look
this
at
is
that,
great.
I'm sure Morrow hit the technical term for it on commentary.
Yeah, I wasn't paying that close enough attention.
See, it's weird though because right before AJ signed, they signed Morrow, and Morrow was doing commentary for New Japan on the Access Network. So it was like Morrow got signed, AJ got signed, Shinsuke got signed, and the club got signed. OC, all at once.
It does feel like any clip I see of AJ and WWE, Morrow is the announcer.
He was great, man. I can't sing his praises enough. I wish he would come back.
Why'd he leave?
JBL.
Really?
bully. Yeah, that bully. I had to catch myself. I almost said something. But yeah, big bully JBL made fun of his mental illness or something to that effect. And yeah, Morrow just stopped coming to work or something like that. I don't know. There's never like
Dang.
concrete stories of what happened. Just like bits and pieces, but I doubt Morrow will ever talk about it.
Yeah. Can't necessarily say I blame him. JBL has that reputation. All right, let's see what he comes back with. Oh, okay, that
Ooh.
was a nice reversal.
Oh, is he gonna lock it in?
Oh, no, sir.
Oh, not today.
Come back. AA?
No way. What'd you call that?
Uh, I don't know.
uh,
Mario Ronaldo said a modified version, something he picked up in Japan, so we'll go with that.
Ushi Garushi or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
take your word for it.
yeah. I speak a little Japanese, Micah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Big New Japan, big All Japan NXT partnership fan, huh?
of course. Bilingual, as Triple H put it.
I'm a lot. That
I
would
was
take
waiting
man.
on you.
That was a deep cut. That was a deep cut.
I was waiting on you.
What does he say? I'm a lot of things to start with "bye" or something like that.
No, JR says, "Oh, you're bilingual," and then Triple H says, "I'm a lot of bi things, but lingual ain't one of them." And then Triple H said, "Oh my, did Cena to pull off a code red?"
Yeah.
Jeez.
Once again, Cena can pull him out when he wants to.
Oh, he's Ric Flair, huh?
Oh man, you're gonna get us canceled for that one. Yeah. Oh shoot.
We're just popping ourselves at this point.
Yeah, you know. Makes me think when they did that pile driver, Cena doing that code red makes me think of when him and Punk did that pile driver, which isn't a very complicated move, but it was just like, holy crap.
When you saw it after not seeing it for so long, it was
Yeah.
so devastating.
Hey, you know what they say, how can we miss you if you won't go away?
Oh, he's setting up for another AA? Oh, not today. German.
Nice German.
Oh Lord.
And
And to what the heck was that?
Facebuster.
Okay. Looked devastating. Oh, Cena kicks out, of course.
Go figure, brother. Or maybe not, dude.
Are we still building? Both guys giving them their all.
Good back and
AJ,
forth so far.
yeah, AJ's already hit his finisher. Cena's hit his.
AJ hit kind of Cena's finisher on him.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Crowd getting up a little bit. AJ setting up for something. Probably that phenomenal forearm.
Yes, sir.
Nope. Oh, nice reversal.
Oh, caught him. STF? Oh, man. He's got the weak looking STF in.
You know, he never wins with this.
Yeah.
Only if it was a bigger guy, Cena would tap him.
Oh, man. Come on, Cena. Crank back on it a little bit. What are you doing?
Yeah, like
Okay. Oh. Yeah, there we go.
except, okay, this is a nitpick. I hate when people do this move, and it's always when it's someone doing it to Cena. They never have the forearm behind.
What do you mean?
Like, the arm that they have wrapped in their leg is supposed to be back so that
Oh,
they're
okay.
pulling their, it's kind of like pulling against each other. If you have your arm forward, it don't really hurt that bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, calf crusher.
Oof.
Dude.
Crowd they really want Cena to tap out.
Yeah. Shout out my brother Jacob. when we used to play on the trampoline and he busted out the calf crusher, oh my God. That is a shoot move that hurts so bad.
That and the walls of Jericho really hurts, man.
Oh man. If you wrench back on them walls, no, that's it. I'm done. You go ahead. You have the belt.
Oh, Cena. Oh, good little back and forth there. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Good mat wrestling by two guys. Well, AJ's kind of technical, but Cena's never been world renowned as a technical guy.
And this is when AJ kind of changed his whole style up. Because you remember AJ was like strictly a high flyer in TNA, but his New Japan run, he turned into basically just a technical wrestler.
Which is good because, I mean, obviously you can't do the high flying style forever. It's like Blake Griffin swapping from being a dunk master to a 3-point specialist. But at the same time, it breathes new life into AJ because it's like, well, it's not the same move over and over again.
Yeah. And it's something he can do for a lot longer.
Yeah. Okay.
Tornado DDT. Wow.
A little ugly, but we'll make it work.
Give him some credit. He's jacked to the gills here.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because when AJ first got signed, people was saying his feeling was IC champion or US champion. Nobody ever online would think that Vince would go all the way with a guy like AJ at 40 years old. But he did. He gave him everything this first year.
I mean, to me, which obviously I know that's sort of different, my opinion and Vince's opinion, but I don't see why you wouldn't. AJ was a guy that constantly was. I like when Cena would bust that out.
Oh,
can he get him? No, sir.
No way. Well, you gotta think though, Micah. His track record. AJ's a Southerner. He's a smaller guy. He came from a rival promotion, and he's 40 years old. So history would dictate that Vince is not gonna like a guy like this.
That is true, but I feel like for a guy that was on WWE's radar for so long, that should at least speak to the skill of him.
And there was stories circulating that John Cena really, really wanted to work with AJ. So that probably gave him the seal of approval.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, obviously, putting on a good match like this. Okay. A Super AA.
No way. Oh, okay. Not today. Give him them elbows.
Oh, we'd see some elbows later.
AJ had some great matches with Roman, too, a couple months before this. Oh,
nice. Wow. Nice.
Springboard Hurricane Rana from the outside.
People say AJ's cooked today, but I think he's still got it in him.
I'm still waiting.
Forearm?
I'm still waiting. Because I haven't seen much from him.
We'll see at the Rumble.
I hope so. Oh, man. Perfect kick out.
Now that we bought our tickets this week and watching this, that atmosphere, I'm so hyped to be at Rumble.
It's going to be crazy when the static hits.
Oh, my God.
Cult of personality. CM Punk's first match back. Did you ever think you were going to be around for that when he walked out the company 10 years ago?
I didn't ever think I would see him at AEW, but much less,
Raw.
Jesus, what a year this year is going to be. This is probably the most highly anticipated road to WrestleMania in 10 years. Like, truly, the business is in a different spot than it has been in a long time.
And now with Kevin Dunn out the picture, we're going to get some different perspective when it comes to how they shoot the show. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Lariat. And with Kevin Dunn gone too, Vince is in no shape or form ever coming back because that was his guy.
It's for sure over with now, which is a good thing.
See the spit fly AJ's mouth?
Oh, going for the Super AA again.
Bro, when he hit this, nobody kicks out.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna. Oh, more elbows. Give me some. There it is.
Oh,
Cena got that strong chin. Oh,
that strong chin. Pistol grip chin.
oh. 2 count. Not enough. Look at Cena's face. What do I have to do to beat this guy? Look at the crowd.
They're
Crowd
going.
absolutely
The Daniel
insane.
Bryan chant.
Everybody's on their feet. Nobody's ever kicked out of that.
Good Lord. Really? That was the first time?
First time, yeah. Nobody's ever kicked out of an avalanche attitude adjustment.
Wow.
Like how? What more can he give AJ in this match? We'll see in a couple minutes. We'll see.
You could go to the very top rope.
Okay, yeah, why not? It's funny though, because when AJ beats him, spoiler alert, he starts wearing Cena's armband because Cena takes his armband off and leaves it in the ring. Like he was gonna retire or something. And then AJ started wearing it every week on SmackDown, gloating while Cena was off TV.
Probably never came back and got his revenge either.
Oh, he did. He did. Came back to Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I don't know why I ever doubted that. Cena always gets his win back.
Well, I mean, they gave AJ 2 wins on pay-per-view.
That's true. Cena is perplexed.
What do I have to do? This guy? This indie guy? This guy that was in Japan? I can't beat him?
Total nonstop action?
What are we doing here?
Fortune?
He's not about to kick Fortune. He's not about to kick out of this, though. We got to stare at the camera a little bit. Oh!
Uh-oh.
No, sir. Setting up for the Faith Breaker. Faith Breaker. Shout out Michelle McCool. I don't like how Cena just rolls out.
Yeah, that was a little.
I don't like that. But AJ takes off the elbow pad.
Oh, he also busted his lip too. 1, 2, 3. Wow,
clean as a whistle.
And only 2. What's the word I'm looking for? Only 2 Styles clashes.
Yeah. But Styles Clash wasn't his finisher in the WWE. It's mostly been a phenomenal forearm.
Huh. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't really hit the Styles Clash that often anymore. Great match.
Yeah, and the people are going. I mean, they're elated that AJ won, but they're all. You can kind of tell they're a little shocked too, because like.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's like you said, clean as a whistle. Can't beat him anymore.
You didn't see that back then. Like, even when Punk beat him, it was never clean.
Yeah. Well, he beat him clean at... No, never mind. It was,
He never beat him clean. I think Daniel Bryan beat him clean, but he did have that elbow injury.
They'll count it.
But yeah, AJ was pretty much the first guy to do it. And he beat him in 2 straight matches too. Yeah, I guess Rock. Yeah.
No, Brock.
Oh, Brock and Rock.
Yeah.
Just solidified the fact that they're actually going to go with a guy like AJ. And he was on fire after this, Micah. He wins the WWE Championship a month later. And he turned the crowd against Ambrose. And Ambrose was one of the biggest baby faces on the roster at that point. But everybody wanted to see AJ as champ. Even though AJ was a heel at that point.
Yeah, but one of those things, I think, at least what I can imagine, you follow a guy like that and you can't deny talent. And you kind of come to learn that a guy like AJ deserves that.
Yeah. And it's probably going to be his last shot at a title.
Yeah.
Of that magnitude. Which I didn't think he was going to be wrestling 8 years after that, but here we are.
Yeah, no kidding. Really, both of them, because Cena just wrestled too. He ain't done just yet.
Nah, he ain't done. Look, he gonna leave his armband in the ring.
Act like you retiring. Come on now. Who you trying to fool?
Remember when Cody did that? He left his boots in the ring.
Yes. Who you trying to fool?
Malachi came back out and beat him up.
He should have.
That was funny.
Just like Undertaker putting the robe in it, which I really did think that was it for him, but it was like, man.
He came back.
You know how it is. Nobody in wrestling is ever really done until they're in the ground.
Pretty much, yeah.
48 straight WWE pay-per-views. Good Lord. What line of work did you go into?
Bro worked for NASA.
Nah, he just worked for the WWE at this point.
He on the ring crew. Jeez. You hear how windy it is outside?
Yeah. Oh, it's rainy and it's nasty. Trust me, I was out there tonight.
What a strange weather we're going through. We just had it last week, man.
Yeah, and it was like freezing cold last night, like in the 30s, and now it's like in the 50s, but it's raining. Wouldn't you think it'd be colder when it's raining?
You would think, but this has been the weather alert with Scoops on the podcast.
That's exactly what I was about to say. This is the weather report. Well, overall, a really good match, a good look back. That makes me want to watch 2016 SmackDown Live era, because I've just always heard it like be lauded with such praise, and I'm just, I feel like I'm missing out.
It was some good stuff, man. I don't sing much praises of that time period of WWE, but SmackDown Live from 2016, early 2017 was definitely worth the watch.
Well, we hope that this was worth the listen. And like I said, be looking forward to the future. We've got some good stuff going on. Weekly reviews are coming back next week. Make sure you check us out. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. YouTube, our Brooks Jensen interview is on there now as well. So make sure, if that's a better platform for you to be listening on, go check that out. Make sure to follow us at the pages I mentioned earlier so you get exclusive updates of when we immediately release something or if there's a delay or anything. Plus, we might have some exclusive Royal Rumble content coming out. Like I said, we'll be there live, so we'll see what the future holds. But overall, a good episode. I feel like it's been a nice couple weeks to take a break and everything. Once again, we hope you had a great holiday season, and we're looking forward to the future. But in the meantime, make sure to take care of yourself and have a good one.